You're welcome to the Fan Zone. My name is Tilly Eki. There's been a very interesting conversation happening. It started from OnePlay Africa, where Roland, in the last episode of Fan Zone, spoke about Kweku the Traveler and the whole Black Sherif brand, and how it seems to him the industry has been a bit hypocritical about the choice of words the artist has been using, but then has seen people being punished for using similar words in their songs. So today I'm seated here with Roland Amate and Eric Tosca. He is, I think you are part of the research team for the Teen Music Awards. So we'll talk about the research and how those music too, how it is picked and all those kind of things. But a lot of people also have something to say about this particular conversation. So as I take their opinion, I will also go online and read what the fans are saying, because this is the Fan Zone and what you are saying is what matters to us. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my dear.
The way you've crossed your how are you both doing?
I want to know. No man wants to see this other week.
Oh no, me, I'm fine. In fact, I am very happy we are seated and about to have this conversation. First of all, let me just tell everybody that what the conversation that we are about to have, it doesn't mean that somebody hates someone. That is why we will be, because we'll be using people as our examples, and we don't want somebody to feel like, okay, we are picking on others, or we want to bring a brand down or something. So yes, on that note, I think my brother chose the other side over this side. So let's do that side.
So before, let's know your stance. Are you coming in as somebody in the industry that have noticed something, or a research team from an awards scheme that just awarded Black Sherif in this context of the conversation?
Wait. I'm here to okay, both ways. I can depend on the questions you ask me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go. First of all, last time that we had the Fan Zone, you started up a conversation that it seems Black Sherif, when it comes to the kind of message that he sells in his song, it seems the industry has been hypocritical by awarding him and allowing and supporting it, when artists like Sarkodie and then R2Bs, they have seen the industry frown upon similar things. Are you still with that opinion?
Oh yes. In fact, I think now it looks as if the conversation is even going wider because of the kind of angles even people are bringing in. Like I said earlier on, this is something that so many people have suffered. Even the late Ebony Kra have suffered something like this. You know, sometimes it is not direct, because when I even cast my mind back to when in one of Ebony's songs, Medi Wuja, these were some words were even twisted to mean another thing, and people were calling her to book. Like, people were calling some of these artists to order as to even the way they write. So if today somebody like Black Sherif is towing a certain line which is similar to what people were complaining about some time ago, but the only difference is that this time looks as if the industry seemed quiet on it, or is being hypocritical, that is where I tend to ask, okay, so what changed? If something has changed, then it is our responsibility as an industry to let the people know that, okay, first we used to do this, now we've changed it. Just like I use this example, like category definitions. Okay, year in year out, sometimes they do change the definitions of these categories and the kind of rules which apply to certain categories and certain schemes. Okay, and the moment they do, they come out to educate the public on what has changed and the reason why they've changed it. Okay, so if as a society or as an industry things are changing or things are going in a certain direction which we are not used to or we were not privy to, then obviously we owe ourselves that responsibility, because whatever we do as an industry, whether talk about, post, award, play, go a long way to validate whatever our people are doing in the space. Because yes, somebody may mess up. The moment there's more talkability about it, in another sense, you can also say it is validating whatever the person is saying.
Okay, Let me go to Eric Tosca. First of all, do you think the industry has been hypocritical when it comes to the kind of music Black Sherif does that they frowned upon some years back on other artists?
No. What is the industry? The industry is you and I, every stakeholder, DJs, everyone. He made mention of Ebony's Medium. That song was played over and over and over again. It had nominations. People spoke about it with their morality and everything, but their morality doesn't represent the industry. We should know this.
Which industry? You just said the industry are the people, you and I. And
including the fans.
Yeah.
They spoke against it, but the song had this nomination. It was nominated at the VGMAs. It was nominated at the first edition. It was nominated. It wasn't blacklisted. So the industry, the stakeholders, like the giants in the industry, which is the music awards, that kind of award the artists for their hard work, accepted it. What I want my brother to understand is, with free music, we've never ever blacklisted everyone, an artist for a particular song. Never. And we've never come out to say we don't accept these kind of songs or accept these kind of songs. We've never said that. We've never done that. So if you should see we nominating a song that you feel that it has certain words that another award scheme frowns upon, you should see it doesn't apply same to us. You know what I'm saying? And before Black Sherif, this thing has been happening. There are songs that have been nominated. He made mention of FUCK word. There are songs that have been nominated from VGMA. I'll give you 2019. VGMA nominated Medicals. How much? The remix. Sarkodie used that word. I'm a king. Fuck the crown. Sarkodie used that word in it. 2020. This guy Kusiata, he won Rap of the Year, which led to that beef with Medical and Co. The song that he won with, he said fuck opinions. He said it. He won at the VGMAs. It didn't start today. What with the songs I'll give you as an examples? These are hip hop songs and it comes with a certain culture. The songs you mentioned, Bisake, the High Life, it comes with this culture. So when people are bashing High Life, it has its own culture. Hip hop has its own culture. Black Sherif is a drill artist. Is a hip hopper. He does drill. Drill comes with the culture, gangsterism, the kind of words, the addiction. That's why J Balvin say when we pull up on them and stuff. Can you say that you won't play that song?
Okay, so when the general public listen to a song, do they listen? Can we say that because this one is going to a group that's like hip hop and it doesn't have any influence on them, we can use this yardstick to measure? But then this particular artist, High Life, do they have a different audience from the ones that these people have audience or impact on? I
get what you're saying. There's no data to prove they have different audience.
So how come they receive different?
What I'm saying is High Life is our tradition. Okay. Hip hop is not our tradition.
We're going for a short break, so wrap up this
sentence. Yes, so that's what I mean. High Life is our tradition. Hip hop is not our tradition. Hip hop comes with a certain life, same as High Life. When you're a High Life artist, they see you. There's a picture that people want to see you. When you're a hip hopper, there's a picture people want to see you. Your kind of dictionary. You don't always be a hip hopper and always be singing about love. Sometimes you'll be boring like that.
Okay, to establish their points here, he is with the fact that the industry is hypocritical and he is against the fact, considering that other songs in the past have entered a lot of schemes without the consideration of what we are beckoning or we are, speaking against right now.
And won.
Well, and won. Let's talk about the industry and then what is happening right now. Do you think Black Sherif, the way the industry is supporting, whether in campaign or showing knife and all those kind of things, is he going to be an exception to the rule, or he's actually going to be the new rule in the space?
From where I sit and per what I'm seeing, all things being equal, I would say he is going to be a new rule. Yes, because like he mentioned, there are other side of what I raised earlier has to do with the fact that people were using FUCK in their songs and they let it slide. Okay, the reason why I'm saying he's going to be a new rule is that he is now going to be that topmost validation to the fact that okay, now it has come to stay. Let's normalize it.
It's been there already.
No, you see, it's been there, but then it was in the shadows. You dare not go. It was just for a few people who are daring. And when he was mentioning the dates, he dated to 2019, 2020, 2021, 2020. How many years has it been? Like 4 years. 4 years. So are we saying that because and let's check the time this hip hop and drill became so powerful? Let me use drill as now because that is what I would say is popular in the space now. Okay, so are we saying that because hip hop comes with certain culture and certain form of attribute that to us we think it may affect our society in a certain light because it comes with its own culture and attribute, should we allow it to affect our society in that sense? Because yes, when you say it comes with its own culture and its own way of life, mind you, it is a song that we are talking about. And
no, it's not a song. It's been songs and features.
Yes. No, but I mean, let me take a song.
Okay.
A song is something that forms part of our culture. It is part of our society.
Music or a song?
Music, okay, music. When we want to project our culture, music is part. Whether being it hip hop, hip life, high life, or whatever. Somebody can take a hip hop beat and the person will show you the Ghanaian aspect of that hip hop.
How about the culture of that particular artist? Because we always say culture, but we neglect the first basic culture, the way of life of a person.
Exactly.
And the society. Then now you can see the country.
Yes.
The Black Sherif, that is his culture, the way he lives, his way of life, the boys around him. The
what influences him to write? It's inspiration. That is where you should be focused. Because currently now, it is not like music is this and that. We are on our phones. We see what happens in other countries. Drill didn't start from here. It started from UK to Chicago before it got here. And it is what they do there, exactly what the boys do here. That is where they pick the inspirations from. You can't block that. You can't stop it. Same as highlights. If somebody should.
So the way you are speaking, does that mean that the 3 music awards, they are open to award songs that have done so well? It has the FUCK words in it, and words that predict.
See, luckily for we, yes. Luckily for words that say yes. Luckily for we as Ghanaians or as an industry now, because of what happened to Bisa and R2B's and Co. Now artists release songs and they release clean versions of it. So the moment you tell them, say you tell them that this is your song, I can't play. They tell you that I have the clean version. They tell you that they have the clean version, and they will give it to you unless you don't ask for it. You know what I'm saying? Unless you don't ask for it. Even now, there are some songs you would think has this N word. They'll tell you that it's not N, but they are saying Jiga.
Yeah, even Black Sherif. Jiga's in the trap.
Exactly. Jiga is pidgin. It's our pidgin.
So you see, but then the reason why I'm saying sometimes the industry is being hypocritical is that
how?
No, you see, this is what I have noticed in the space. Okay, because of panditry, I tend to listen a lot, both radio and TV. Okay, what I've realized is that because some of our actions in the space tend to validate some of these writings and what they call vibe and inspirations of these artists, some people have taken advantage of it.
Do you think Black Sherif has taken advantage of it?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. There is no mention one Black Sherif song. Mention one, just one, which doesn't have weed, smoke, or rolling.
Uncle Nam Destiny 2.
Money. Add money.
3.
Okay, the action.
You see, I am talking about the new era because you see the money, Uncle Nam and the ones that the destiny that you are mentioning, when you check its response to the ones that
you said something about the culture of Ghanaians and the way which artists should be careful the kind of things they portray. Black Sherif was singing clean songs like the Ankona, those kind of things, and he said the Ghanaian culture did not appreciate it.
You never spoke about
the
it.
only title and days he came, and finally Ghanaians are here. Is it the artists or we the people that we have to take care? That are being hypocritical. Which one is it?
So when I say the industry is being hypocritical, I mean everybody, because we are all stakeholders in the industry, the fans and the people who validate them. Okay, the fans may hail. I remember when Patapa's One Corner went viral. I tell you, there were so many radio stations that were skeptical in playing that song.
True.
What the new media is doing is that it is gradually forcing some of our topmost media houses to bend some of the rules.
Is it wrong? No, but my question is, if this thing affected Isakine and affected other artists, is it wrong that the industry is opening up to what could be the new face of the industry? Let me take it from him.
It is never wrong. See, Jesus came to die for our sins. Jesus died doesn't mean I should be crucified.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? There are some bloods are more important than others.
So what?
Bloods, I mean, moja.
Sir, so in other words, what I say that actually
that is more important than
listen. Let me give you another example.
Okay.
In the US, this policeman has been killing blacks always.
Okay.
But it took George Floyd's death for there to Black Lives Matter. One blood. That's what I mean by some bloods are important than others.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? There are some people, he was saying he's a Black Sherif is like will be used as a validation or what.
Yeah.
Yes. And I give you a build up to it. From 2019, how much Sarkodie used the F word? 2020, Kwesiata. In 2021, Atadwa, fuck that. He said it in it. You really want you.
Let me finish. To what I am raising.
Please,
Okay.
please let me finish.
Wait, so it couldn't be that.
It should tell you that.
It's been sensitized small up or
Oh, that's what I'm saying.
One day wonder that.
You sometimes just take a critical attention. Listen to what the artist is saying. They are saying he's saying in Tampa that Black Sherif never says in Tampa.
Oh, blah.
He says marijuana. In Ghana, let me tell you something. Let me tell you. In Ghana. What I've realized about our industry or our music space is that when you see it in our local language, you're like this. But when you say it in English, they will smile.
No, it is not only with our local language. You know, there are some words that when you say
you can say it too.
When you say it in a certain language, okay, you see it's your friend is a heaviness.
Like
and there are some that when we say it, I can say akoso. No, I can't say eke. You understand? That's what I'm saying. When I say vagina, you want to become vagina, you've kept a straight face.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying. So when you say it in a local language, you frown upon it. But when you say it in English, then we are like it's normal because we text that. That is what we vibe with.
So if it is being normalized, let's give that education.
No.
There are so many people that are still living
which education?
in shadows.
Who is giving that education? Who? See, we are still music that nominated Black Sherif and awarded him with marijuana, baby, to you guys. Has never come out to say we don't nominate such songs. I've never blacklisted an artist, so it is not you.
And the concern I'm raising, it is not only with Three Musical. The guy has 8 solid nominations in VGMA that blacklisted somebody's song because
not only VGMA nominating 3 songs.
So why won't they come out? So why won't they come out to say okay, now we are bending our rules because of the new media?
The new VGM years ago said they don't nominate foreign individuals. They didn't nominate Mr. Easy, but nominated Chris Rich.
The conversation keeps getting a bit hotter, but then this is fan zone, so we need to know what fans are also saying about this particular thing, and then I'll take their reactions to it. I have Alexander Fifi Abeka, who is on Facebook really into this particular matter. According to him, radio stations play the clean edits of songs and it doesn't appear by magic. Then I saw you came there and then there was a rebuttal, and then this guy came and the guy is saying that so it means you scheme awards, the scheme, the award scheme based on nominations on radio edit version ish. In other words, now you can say anything in a song, later edits it's just to gain nomination. I see. What is the conversation here? Is that the new trick now? That you can say anything that you want, just do one edit for radio, and is it only radio airplay that is considered when it comes to nominating a song?
No, not only radio editors. It is, you have a song. The first factor is popularity. The first major factor in most of the art categories is popularity. When the technical side, which is EP and code, it deals with technicality, but the song, the artist, the song, exception of DGM is record of the year, which doesn't do with
and
popularity and songwriter. The rest deals with popularity. So that's the major factor. It is not radio edit. The radio edit there means clean version, because radio doesn't play FUCK. You get what I'm saying? Radio doesn't play that. So you just change your words. Like if you mean this guy's song with folk, he changed it to less up. Yeah, that no cow.
There's even one with nice up.
Yeah, so you just change the words because radio, they have their own rules, which is different from music awards. So you just have to change the words for the radio play, but you can leave it on the digital stores as it is raw, explicit. Leave it there like that.
Someone here, Sherif Figures, is saying that music is not the word of God, madam. The food to the soul. You choose the one that you like and listen. Kanye West them, they spit F words and still get Grammy nominations almost every year.
So that brings us back to the first trick the guy mentioned. Now, because it is being accepted, the new trick is that say whatever you want to say, no matter how far it may sound. Say whatever you want to say. Just get the radio version part, or the edited one, the clean version, and just then you can upload the explicit one and just go. But my concern is that, you see, it is even affecting our radio and TV stations as well. How? Because prime time.
Here in Ghana.
Oh, I man can what F? Yes.
I'm not going one now, but
you see, say acquire one radio station or one television station, and I wouldn't be worried. Probably maybe their own company rules and regulations. But this is something that is I have noticed it is happening in the space from one radio station to another.
Mention.
Plan FM year one, UTV year two.
UTV, gospel.
Why gospel? Bro, this
flowers running your
bro. I watch music videos on YouTube.
Continue.
There are stations that they group when it comes to these things. And you see, sometimes yes, I will blame me or maybe so in another sense, no. Because when you even ask these people who play the song, especially like the DJs now, almost even the stress that they go through to even get the clean version of some of these projects in Ghana, you will cry for them. Then what will not push the artists to get the clean version aside the award scheme? Say now say my releasing an explicit version, no award scheme they didn't have any problem with it. For nominating me. So if someone radio DJ and a DJ who per clean version now we besides
that's wrong.
And it is happening in our space.
That's wrong. Our artists doesn't think our local DJs alone. They think foreign also. with the Trace and Co, MTV base, when you watch their video, they censor certain words. They censor spliff. Fuck. They censor this kind of words. So when they do this,
you don't censor with blunt and puff.
Yes, blunt and puff. They censor.
Black Sherif.
Only puff and pass. So they censor it.
Black Sherif had a song called Puff.
It is not for Black Sherif. It is not for Black Sherif. It was featured small God. It was a small song. Relax. So they censor it. They censor it. They don't let you change the words. They now will censor it. They mute that side. They mute those side. So and me, I don't want you to mute. I want the fans to hear what I'm saying. And I change the puff and I do it. Play a pass. So what's wrong with it?
I have a final comment here. This person is called Maikina. Maikina is saying that, is it a right norm if it indeed has become one? Is the media space losing their mandate of education?
That is what the new media is doing. That is
They've lost their mandate.
No, that is what the new media is causing actually. It is causing the whole media space to lose its educational part. Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Education. What is education?
Wait, because see, the whole media is to also educate. Okay, and give the emphasis is on positive.
Educate, entertain, and
inform. Positive education. Okay, positive education. Here is the case whereby when you check a song of an artist, the clean version and the explicit version, the social media or the new media tend to popularize the explicit version more than the clean version.
Is it the people that are listening that choose the explicit over the clean, or is the new media that is pushing the explicit in the throat of the people?
The new media is what is pushing the explicit version in the throat of the people. And if because they are community, there are guidelines on social media, there are some words you can't type them. So if as heads of industry, we tell you that, okay, no matter how vile or big your vibe is, there are some things that you need to tone down, you need to censor by yourself and not wait for the people or the consumers to do it for you.
Think about this same question, but I want to ask you one last question so that I'm done with you. Do you think the Black Sherif we have now, that is all out giving us hits by hits, if we put this restriction on him, it won't stifle his creativity as an artist?
It will.
So why are we fascinated? Why don't we leave him for him to be Black Sherif?
We will leave him to be Black Sherif, but let's not forget that it is going to have an effect on people. And when it does, we shouldn't come back and complain as a people that, oh, after as a young caller, and they are towing a certain trend. Mind you, because cannabis and tampe weed is still illegal in the country. So anybody, just like
how you use it.
Wait, just like anybody who is going to sing about homosexuality will be looked at in a certain way.
Okay.
It is the same way when somebody is talking about weed, or when somebody's statement is propagating weed or in tampe. When the statements are propagating weed or in tampe, just like we look at somebody singing about homosexuality in that light, okay, let's also see it from that angle.
Okay, what he said, are we losing our mandates? This one, you have 1 minute, and then if we do that, we put that embargo on Black Sherif. Do you think we will still have the Black Sherif we have now?
We are not losing our mandates. The world is evolving. You have to evolve. You can't be stuck in what you were doing in the 90s, in the 20s. Sometimes it came. We are in a new world. We are in a Gen Z world. Their direction is different. Their choice of words is different. What they say is different. The way they live is different. And if you want to go, and they are now our marketers. Like, you get what I mean? The active music users, the Gen Z. You are telling the Gen Z not to listen to this kind of songs. You be your big star, your biggest exporter wants that market, and we try to tap into it. You want them to stop using those kind of words. How? Social media is now the platform that blows songs now, not traditional media. The traditional media now activates songs. A blow that they play what we like. That's what they do now. They play what we like.
Okay.
So you can't force them. You can't blame them. You can't blame our traditional media. You can't blame them because they don't activate songs. They don't blow songs anymore.
That is debatable, but another day.
Yes. And to Black Sherif, yes, he said it. You worry the guy. When the guy was coming up and he was singing about Unya, 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 we didn't mind him. We didn't mind him. When he changed it to quote unquote gangsterism, wildlife,
then Tampelize. Say then Tampelize.
It is not in Tampe.
Oh yeah, Tampelize.
So let him give his
gangster life and everything. That is what got him. And he's doing it. He will change. I know he
will change it.
Okay, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate your time. He is Eric Tosca on all social media platforms. On Twitter, he's Tosca GH. And then he is Roland Amate. And on Instagram, he's Roland Reports. And on Twitter, to Roland Amate.
Yeah.
Okay, so follow them and follow OnePlay Africa and follow me, Tilly Ekinipa. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time.
OnePlay. Add class to your music.